Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is July 23rd, 2019, where we just don't talk about the news. We see where the news is going. Thank you for coming to our channel on today. Make sure that you go ahead and continue to like, share these videos, and as well subscribe to our channel. If you want more information about the other altcoins that we're covering in the space, definitely make sure that you go ahead to our website, HueFinancial.com, in order to get that analysis. All right. So we're going to talk about XRP for today and how its competitor Swift is catching up to Ripple in speed after a trial of instant remittance. All right. There's a couple of articles we're going to talk about, but as always, as an organization, we focus on the price charts because that literally tells you the overall viability of a cryptocurrency project. Okay. So as we go through this article, pay attention to the price chart because money is where everyone places their beliefs. That's why Bitcoin is increasing in price and the other altcoin market is not, because the belief in the cryptocurrency space right now is in Bitcoin. If there was any other technology out there in the space or protocol or blockchain that was showing promise, understand that the market would place their bets there and would invest in that particular project. Plain and simple. It doesn't require going through 1,500 websites to try to coordinate an idea as to what a particular project is anticipated to do. Understand that the market will tell you what protocol or cryptocurrency has promised automatically. It doesn't require a lot of research on certain projects just to get ideas as to whether or not a cryptocurrency is going to move or increase in price. That's why we're here. We're here to save you time, because understand that you watching these umpteen videos about certain cryptocurrencies is not benefiting you at all, when all you need to do is watch our channel, look at the price chart, and go about your business. So now let's talk about it real quick. This article came out yesterday talking about how Swift is catching up with Ripple in speed. And I wanted to say that the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications announced a successful trial. So it's just a trial right now of instant cross-border transfers in Asia in a press release that was published on July 18th. Now, the trial performed instant payments between 17 banks that's located in Australia, China, Canada, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Singapore, and Thailand, taking up to 25 seconds, with the fastest taking 13 seconds. So pretty quick. Now, the test involved communication between Swift's Global Payments Innovation GPI instant payment platform along with Singapore's domestic instant payment solution that's called FAST. Now, Swift definitely wanted to point out that its GPI system uses payment infrastructure that is already existing. This is expected to result in lower adoption costs for interested institutions. That is a blow to XRP Ripple. That's why Swift is trying to explain that right off the bat. You don't have to get a whole new system or adapt to a brand new system, because Swift's system GPI uses existing payments infrastructure already in place. This is what the firm's head of banking, Harry Newman, said. Now, Swift envisions that cross-border payments will become as convenient as domestic transactions, and the successful testing across multiple corridors between Europe and North America to Asia Pacific confirms the important role that GPI Instant will play in making that bold vision a reality. So understand that Swift is not going to go away easy. Swift will also allow distributed ledger technology firms to use its GPI platform. This is another article right here speaking on the same topic that came from News BTC. The Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, better known as SWIFT, has successfully completed a cross-border payment from Australia to Singapore in only 13 seconds. So Ripple does it within 5 to 7 seconds. They did theirs in only 13. So with the differential between 13 seconds and 5 to 7 seconds, is it really that much of a difference when you're moving trillions of dollars on a daily basis? The market will tell you if it is or if it isn't, and you'll see that on the price charts. Now, Ripple announced a partnership with MoneyGram in its latest attempt to disrupt the banking industry. Now, the news was able to cause MoneyGram stock prices to soar, but it's done very little for Ripple and XRP. Ask yourself the question, why is that? Which has only further dropped in price and sentiment since then. Is Ripple swiftly losing ground to SWIFT, or is the MoneyGram move enough to secure Ripple's place in the cross-border settlement space? Subsection right here, SWIFT makes a major payment splash while XRP crypto barely makes a ripple. So now XRP is positioned to become the eventual replacement for cross-border settlements and payments. See, that's a positive thing for XRP, such as SWIFT-based bank wires, Western Union payments, and more. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry that's done little in the way of evolving over the years. So with a market that big of a multi-trillion-dollar space, why can't both exist at the same time? SWIFT and XRP or Ripple operating in this space together. One does not have to outdo the other, but understand that that's what they're doing. SWIFT is trying to outdo Ripple, and Ripple is trying to replace SWIFT. Now, but even with a higher transaction per second capacity, a transparent distributed ledger, and payment speeds from destination to destination taking only 4 to 7 seconds and costing only a fraction in fees, all of those things right there, Ripple has still failed to garner a big market share. All of those benefits, why isn't the market jumping onto all of those benefits? This puts the company and the crypto asset XRP at a disadvantage during a time when crypto is no longer being viewed as the golden goose. Regulation is coming, and competitors like SWIFT are catching up. Nobody is even speaking on Stellar neither. Stellar is in the same realm of trying to get more of this cross-border settlement space, but nobody's talking about that. Now, SWIFT, again, just like I said in the last article, has completed a cross-border transaction from Australia to Singapore in just 13 seconds. Now, the trial involved integrating SWIFT's existing Global Payments Innovation GPI into Singapore's native payment service called FAST. 10 banks in total participated in this trial, including heavyweights like HSBC and Royal Bank of Canada. A 13-second transaction is only double the length of time it would take for Ripple transaction to complete. Now, anything under a minute is likely negligible for the average user or bank client, which would consider either cross-border payment solution to be more than sufficient. So even though Ripple can complete a transaction in 4 to 7 seconds, the current clients of the cross-border payment infrastructure is satisfied with completion of a transaction of under 13 seconds. So what is there a benefit of 13 seconds, of 7 seconds versus 13 seconds? A 6-second difference. Is there really a difference to where banks are willing to jump their current infrastructure for Ripple, for XRP? With speeds comparable to Ripple, it's not too surprising to see investor sentiment around XRP begin to decline along with its price. That's what we're talking about. We're focused on the price. They could do umpteen amount of research and studying and being seen on Bloomberg and all these other articles and showing face. But if your price is not going along with what you're doing in promoting your technology, then something is wrong. Right here, this is the benefit of using Swift GPI. All of these cryptocurrencies, including Swift's GPI network, talk about the same thing. Fast payments, end-to-end tracking, fee and foreign exchange transparency, confirmed credit, unaltered remittance information, reduce costs. Benefit from reduced inquiry costs due to ability to track payments. Over 56% of all cross-border payments on Swift are now sent via their GPI network, representing more than $300 billion in daily value. So the banking institutions are already using a form of moving money across the system. And just given this trial from the 18th of July of this report, they're expecting to bring on more people, more banks into this realm. It's crucial for XRP to try to grab as much of this market share as soon as possible. You ask yourself the question, if Ripple and XRP is such a benefit to this cross-border payment industry or space, then why hasn't these major banks already came on board? So now, with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and give you all an update on the price chart to show you whether or not the market actually is following or believing in XRP and Ripple. So now, the last time we did our video for XRP was a while ago. We didn't place a price target on our chart because we just literally expected the market to hold consolidation. That's pretty much what's going on since we did that video. Right there in between 29 cents and 35 cents is that consolidational range. And right now we're still getting the same thing. We're not getting a lot of market action coming into Ripple or XRP. And that tells you that something is not right with the currency, or people are not believing in XRP as they once did. Okay, because if people did, this chart that you're looking at right now on my screen will look like this. Okay, it will look like this. Market showing you and giving you more credibility because they're placing their money in this market. Bitcoin is a believer because look at what's been going on in Bitcoin since April 2019. Market shoots up higher in price. Now, when you go to XRP in April to where we are today, we came right back to where we were when we started in April. Why? It doesn't take a lot of research to see that the market is not believing in what XRP is trying to deliver. Or if they did, then this market, this chart that I'm looking at right now will look just like Bitcoin, but it doesn't. As a matter of fact, it will even look like this. Look at this chart. Binance. The market believes in Binance because the price continues to shoot higher and higher and higher. It doesn't take me to look at multiple websites and try to piece them together and puzzle them all together to come up with some hypothesis and ideas as to what a particular type of blockchain or cryptocurrency is going to do. I'm looking at it right now. People believe in Binance. People believe in Bitcoin. But do they believe in XRP? And by the price charts is no. All right. Now, that doesn't mean that in 2020, 2021, 2022, that things can change. But as of right now, the sentiment is not following what's being displayed on the news for XRP. All right. So now let's look at it on 3-hour chart real quick. And again, I'm just literally expecting some consolidational trading. It's very good, though, to see the market in XRP hold that 31-cent price. That is positive because you can see how this market right here was holding support. Going forward, that definitely has to be the case, but we still are noticing some downtrending action coming to the market in XRP. So we can come down to 30.5 cents, but that's probably about it. And I could see the market try to move higher from where we are right now in XRP. Okay. But all in all, it's not worthy of really placing a price target on our chart just yet, because I'm just not seeing any market action really coming into the space. But I am keeping my eyes open on 31 cents for XRP, maybe 30.5, to see a continued movement higher in price. All right. So again, the current sentiment is for the market in XRP to move lower, but I'm not looking at a substantial movement to the downside. I would put in a price target if we were trading around 31 cents, maybe 0.308, and then put in one of higher prices. It's just something that's going to take some time, which we do not have. The market in XRP trying to move higher. That 4-hour chart looks pretty good too for XRP to move higher, but we're still seeing some indications of some minor weakness coming through. Daily time frame, again, we're still getting that weakness there. Weekly, again, weakness is present. So right now, consolidational trading is still the analysis for XRP. And that range is right there between 35 cents all the way down to 29 cents. And maybe the next time we do our video for XRP, we might have a different story to tell. Make sure y'all maintain your profitability, and I will talk to y'all later.